Welcome to All About the Bay. I'm your host, Paul LaJoy. Every week we interview some exciting people that are doing exciting things in the Bay Area. Today we have Mr. Mario Jackson. He's the owner of Tarragon Cafe in San Francisco. I want to learn something about what he does. I'm sure you will too. So stay tuned. Thanks for joining me, Mario.
Thank you for being
Jackson.
here, guys.
Okay, cool. You've always been in the restaurant business?
Actually, not always been in the restaurant business, but when I turned 40, I decided to follow my dream, and I went into culinary school, Le Cordon Bleu, here in San Francisco, and I went through their culinary program. And then after I graduated, I worked in a few other restaurants, and just to learn how it really works, because in culinary school they don't really teach you how it works in the kitchen.
Really?
They just give you.
How long is the school?
School was about 2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you spent 2 years to learn how to cook.
Pretty much.
What kind of food?
Yes. Oh, we cook. Well, it's a French culinary program.
Really? Okay.
So a lot of French techniques and basics, and then from that point on, you learn to cook from cooking and watching other people and learning from other people as you go.
So is your cuisine French cuisine or
no,
what?
my cuisine is more California cuisine,
Really?
more Mario cuisine. I
really?
follow my heart and what I feel I should make and how I should make it.
Well, it sounds like you always follow.
Like.
It sounds like you always follow your heart, right? So
Yes.
you at age 40, you decide to go to cooking school,
That's
and
right.
and now you do this.
Yes.
All right. When did you graduate?
In like maybe 7 years ago.
Oh, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And so since that time, been working in different restaurants to perfect your skill.
For the first year, I was working in different restaurants. And
Okay.
then for the last about 5 years, I was working as a corporate chef.
Wow.
For a tech company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. And so then last year.
That's where I really learned how to cook.
Really?
A lot of different cuisines.
Right.
Because it was a lunch buffet.
Yes.
And they don't eat the same thing every day. It's always something
I
different.
know. I mean, I've been to
Yeah.
some of those tech companies.
Yes.
Like you have Google
Yeah.
has food, and you have Facebook has food,
Sure,
and I
sure.
don't know if Twitter does the
Yeah,
same thing.
I was actually working with 23andMe.
Oh,
the
yeah.
DNA lab
Really?
down in Mountain View.
Really?
Yes.
In Mountain View? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, good.
I was the chef de cuisine.
Yes.
And we served about up to 700 people per day.
Right. Okay. So you did that, then you decided to quit that, and
Well, I didn't decide to quit that.
Okay. What happened?
COVID came along.
Oh, COVID
and
hit. Okay, I see.
There were no more.
No more
there was
employees.
no corporate catering because folks weren't coming into the office.
Okay.
So I found myself, with a skill but nowhere to go.
Oh, really? Were you laid off or what? Is this like?
I mean, in a sense, sure.
Yes, right, right.
And then and then other restaurants were suffering the same thing.
Yes.
They weren't looking for brand new cooks.
Right,
Because
right.
everyone was closing,
Okay.
right? So my wife and I decided that it was time for me to do something for myself.
Okay.
And I was,
Well, congratulations.
So here I am.
Tarragon Cafe. Where did that name come from?
Well, Tarragon, I use lots of herbs, fresh herbs,
Okay.
in my cooking.
Oh,
So I
really?
wanted to reflect that in my name. And
Right.
Tarragon was one of the herbs that I use quite
Okay.
often.
Okay.
And it kind of fit the description of what I wanted to portray, to my guests.
So what kind of cuisine do you have here at Tarragon?
Oh, right now we have it's more California cuisine.
Okay.
Cafe style food.
Yes.
But it's done elevated to the point where it's not your basic Caesar salad. It's not
Yes.
your basic Chinese chicken salad because everything is made in house.
Right.
I make all my dressings and all my aiolis and I make all the soup. Everything I can make, I will make.
Wow, you make yourself,
I
and
make
then you're the
everything.
chef.
I am the chef.
Oh my goodness! So wow, cool. You told me that you come to work like 5:30,
4:30.
4:30, and you leave like 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long day.
You run this with your wife or
I run it pretty much by myself.
by yourself?
Yeah, my wife's behind the scenes. She takes care of the important things.
Yes. Okay. Good.
She
Okay,
balances
that's great.
the books.
That's
She
great.
makes
That's great.
sure
I
employees
was going to
get
say,
paid
like,
and-
if you spend all this time here, and you
Yeah.
don't spend time at home, she might be very not happy with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So it's a good combination.
Okay.
She doesn't, she also works herself. So
Right.
this was sort of my dream to
Yes,
do. You know,
yes.
And so,
You always follow your dream. Because
Yeah.
why Lower Haight District?
well, we were looking at quite a few different places.
Okay.
We live in El Cerrito.
Okay. Really?
And,
Whoa.
yeah, and
The traffic must be heavy on
it
80.
is, well, on the way in, it's okay.
Right.
Because I come in so early, but
Yes.
going home, it's pretty tough.
Okay. Why San Francisco then?
Well, San Francisco, this place was open.
Okay.
And it fit the criteria
Yes.
of what I wanted and what I thought would be the best for me.
Okay, so
And-
you learned French cuisine, but you cook in
Yeah.
California cuisine. What's the
Yep.
connection?
Oh, the connection is that I learned French techniques.
Okay, French
Right?
techniques.
And
Okay.
that's how to make a sauce, how to make an aioli, how to
Right.
build flavor, how to make a braise. It's not French food, it's the
Okay. Mm-hmm.
technique how to make the food. So I take those techniques and I apply them to my menu.
Yes.
And that creates a whole nother sensation.
So how does that translate into the food you cook here? Okay, how does that resonate with people, your clientele?
You have to ask them.
Okay, maybe we're gonna ask a few.
They seem very, they're very appreciative that,
Right.
that I'm here.
So you've been
And
here
they
for about a
like-
year now.
It's been, just over a year.
How's it going for you?
In the beginning, of course, it was tough because it was in the middle of the pandemic.
Yes.
But now, as things have been lifted a little bit more and
Yes.
people are being vaccinated, it's definitely picking up. And I have a great support, from the neighborhood.
Yes.
In itself, which
Okay.
helps a lot.
Yes.
And I also just try to make sure I cover the basics. Just
so do you
basic
provide catering?
fundamentals of, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm just trying to right now just build what we have here on site.
Right.
But like I said, I was catering for 700 people a day. So
Right.
it's quite possible. But right now, I just need to focus on just getting this food here.
Right.
And make sure the attention to detail is given for my clients.
So do you deliver then?
No.
No delivery service. Uber Eats is very popular nowadays. So,
Yeah, it is. It is.
but you don't provide that.
Not right now.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
right now.
But you have some plans to do that, right?
Quite possibly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
cool.
this is like, baby steps.
Yes.
Nothing I've done was in a rush. Nothing I've done was to overlook certain things that would help me establish where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's sort of one of the things that I can't overextend myself.
Yes.
Because then something will, I don't want to have to sacrifice anything.
Right.
In
Right.
what I do. And
Right.
what I do takes time and it takes a lot of effort and
Okay.
it takes a lot of focus.
Right.
And for right now,
Yes.
that's what I need. And that's, just to build this foundation,
Yes.
the groundwork.
But what's your
for this
vision?
campaign.
Let's say this thing takes off, right?
Sure.
And this is what you like to do. This is your passion.
Yeah.
What's your vision? Do you kind of envision it opening in different places as well?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what's
absolutely.
what's the clientele right now?
The clientele?
Yes.
Just folks in the neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly folks in the neighborhood, but it's a very densely populated area, so I get a lot of foot traffic.
Right.
A lot of familiar faces. I try to know everyone's name.
Yes.
For the most part, and
Yes.
and if they keep coming back, it's a lot easier to do.
Right. How do you get the
yeah.
word out to people in the neighborhood? Just
It's word of mouth.
Word of
I
mouth.
don't do any advertising.
Okay.
I think my only advertising would be our Yelp reviews, and my wife tracks those.
Okay.
I don't even really look at them
Yes.
because I'm just doing my thing.
Right.
And I'm always going to put the best that I can.
Right.
You're never going to please everyone, but
Right,
for the
sure.
most part, if
Yes.
you put your best foot forward,
Yes.
things will be positive.
But you're
there's
still looking
positive
for, of
outcomes.
course, obviously you're looking for clients. You're looking for more clients to come.
Every day. Today, every day, and every week I'm finding more clients. Every week, because I see new faces that come in every week.
Right.
And we're just getting busier and busier, and our business is definitely growing. Yeah.
So are there many other restaurants in this area? Is it just
Sure.
why do they choose you? Is it just because?
Well, well, there are other restaurants, but there are no restaurants like mine.
Right.
You know.
So what makes you special? What makes yours stand out?
I think mine stands out because my attention to the details.
Yes.
And the way I cook.
Yes.
The way my food tastes.
Yes.
My staff is fantastic.
I was going to
for
ask
one.
that. Yes. Okay.
And that is a really big contributor to my success thus far.
Yeah. So it's
My
not just
staff
the
is
food, but
fantastic.
the service.
Yeah, they're super nice, super attentive.
Yes.
And we have a good culture here that I think people do recognize.
Yes.
And they appreciate, on top of the fact that I think our food's pretty fantastic.
Okay. So you have a lot of food. I mean, the menu is a lot of food. Like how many food items do you have on your menu?
Well, we have sandwiches and salads.
Okay.
And I make homemade soups, two
Okay.
soups a day.
Okay.
And we have it's primarily cafe food.
Yes. Yes.
But I think it's, like I said, I have a little more attention to, my Niçoise salad is, a lot of components that I make myself, as opposed to I don't open cans, I don't open jars, I don't, what I mean? I try to put hands-on.
So where you get your produce from? What do you get?
From local markets.
Local markets.
Yeah.
So all fresh and.
Oh, absolutely! I shop every morning.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's one of the reasons why I come so early.
Right.
I come and kind of set up and prep and then get ready and figure out exactly what I need, and then I'll go to the market by 6 a.m.
Right.
And
that's important because everybody's talking about health and wellness nowadays, and you have to watch what you eat. Is that part of your principle?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you on the show today. Okay. And so thank you so much for accommodating us. But is there anything else you'd like to add?
No. Just thank you guys for coming, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. And thanks for watching. If you're looking for California food, and right here in San Francisco, you know your man here, he loves doing it from the heart. Basically. And also you're looking to, maybe you're looking for a job, he come here. He has a great culture and great food, great ambiance, and you will not regret. Okay, thank you so much. This is Paul LaJoy.
Hi, come and visit us. We're on the corner of Fillmore and Waller, 200 Fillmore Street in San Francisco. If you want to enjoy some wonderful soups and salads and fresh made sandwiches, come on down, and you can contact us directly. Our phone number is area code 415-624-3318, and thank you very much.
I love the fact that it's very natural, it's very fresh, it's just fantastic. I can't compare it with anywhere else that I've been, and I've traveled a lot around the world. So
I love it. I really like the avocado toast. I get it all the time. Yeah, right now my boss has me come in here almost every day to get him coffee or food. The cookies are highly enjoyed.
Yes.
I like the avocado toast.
Avocado.
Yeah, it comes with a lot of greens,
Yes.
really big portions.
Right.
Yeah, super filling
Yes.
in 2 pieces, so you can really only get full with 1/2.
Yes.
But if you're being greedy, you can go ahead and eat the other half too. But it's a shareable dish. It's good. I love it.
Thanks for watching. If you know of any small business owners who would like to take advantage of our lively interviews, please ask them to contact us at service@allaboutthebay.org. And remember to subscribe to our channel as we post new interviews there weekly.